Here are some tips and tricks for my 3D glass brush for Procreate. There's a color palette that comes with your brush. It's going to help you to get the most out of your brush because it doesn't react to color like a regular brush. So I'm going to show you a few things you'll need to know about this brush because of that. So when you write with it, so I'm just going to write hello because that's just the first word that comes to my head when I write and it looks really good. So when you use the color picker or the color selector, it's going to write differently. So if you pick a color from the color wheel and you write with it and you really like it, no matter where you try to pick up the color, it's just not going to give you the same color. So make sure that when you pick a color, so this blue one, the dark blue one is the one I picked, make sure that you have it either in the color palette, so use the color palette provided, or what you can do, so let's say you go in and you're picking a color and you pick a color that you really like. So let's say you write with it, you really like the color, you want to save it. What you're going to do is tap on the color and then tap on palettes, the bottom right. And then what you're going to do is press the plus sign. This is going to create a new blank palette. Make sure it's set to default. So your 3D glass palette had been the default. So then go back, do the new one as the default, and that will make it so that it's underneath your color wheel, and then just tap it inside that blank palette, and now you have your new color saved. And then just for the future, you'll be able to go back into that palette and tap the color that you like. So that's how to save those colors for the future because you won't be able to reselect them. Okay, so the nature of this brush, it doesn't react to color normal. So if you want it to intersect like this, you can't really see where it merges up, use light colors. For dark colors, you can see where it intersects, which makes it kind of look like that glass where you can see through it. So light colors, you don't really see that much, but dark colors you will. And then you're going to want to avoid really light colors. So this one is okay, but you'll see once I go over closer to the white, the really light blue, it's really hard to see. So avoid light colors. Medium to dark colors are best for this brush. Okay, so the reason that I have 4 brushes in this brush pack, I used to only have 1, but when you go into the brush, you can actually turn the shape and it completely changes the look of the brush. And I would sometimes go in and turn it, and if I needed to like update the brush pack, I wouldn't remember which way I had the brush. And so to solve that problem, I just decided to put all 4 different ways that this brush can look into one brush pack so that nobody is getting a different looking brush. Nobody has complained, but I've realized that I may have different brushes out there, different shapes. So these are all, there's the top highlight, the right highlight, the bottom highlight, and the left highlight. So that's what all these brushes can do. If you have any questions, please reach out. I am so happy to help. And if you use this brush on Instagram, tag me at Blush River Design so I can see what you make. I would love to see what you do.